How's it going, guys? We just finished our first weekend open. You can see we've got our bus here. That was a 3-hour ordeal that should have been a 20-minute trip, but it's here. So it did its job real good. Aside from a few power issues we're having with our extension cord to run it, but I figure what I'm going to do today is just give you a quick tour of what we ended up doing in the last week for opening weekend. Now we're still we have to add our door maze this week yet. That was not open for opening weekend. We had half price admission. So we're going to get that going and just re-detail more of the scenes here. You can see we got some extra little walls up. Got this large old arrow sign that sends you in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk the full path. Nothing really changed in here yet. We got some more detail to do in here. This is where the rules are read to you and all that. Come through this back area. Doors open. We have the horn go off on this hearse here as a group goes through. That alerts the scenes up ahead that they got a group on their way in. It also alerts the front to send more people in. Here's our laser swamp, which is probably going to be pretty dark. Oh, not too bad. And this chloroplast at night, light does not show through like this. So it is pitch black in here. And we actually had to put an arrow up because people would literally get in the middle of the room and stop, whether there was an actor in here or not. Come to our organ harvester scene. So here you can see we've got one prop down. I didn't even bring any of my good props, my hands and feet and all that stuff yet, and I'm working on a severed head today as well. These are the skeletons from Home Depot, from that potentiometer video that I did. Got the styrofoam walls up, and the guy we had working in here took his metal knives and he really gave this panel some hell. Very effective, but let's just say this won't be going back in a house anytime soon. I still got to add some more wires to this mess to make it a little more raggedy. But these panels turned out good. I've got my prop controller box back there. And the button is right up behind there, so when he flips that big switch he can hit it, and that's what sets the crackers and LEDs and all that off. Come down into here, and this looks very different at night. These are great stuff coals. You guys have seen that. This looks really good. That's the only light we have going on in here. That's the vent going back in. Still smells like rotting decay in here. We used quite a bit of Froggy's Fog spray scents. I'm really excited to do my first video. I had some stuff come up over the weekend, so I wasn't able to do the shoots that I wanted to. I'm real excited for you guys to see the trailers that I'm going to be releasing for advertising. We're going to call it Cinemalis. See what I did there? It's going to be pretty cool. I got real high hopes for it. Got a bird cage hanging in here. These are my boiler covers that we just kind of threw up last minute. I'm going to try and get those a little more organized for next weekend. This will focus. There we go. This drum here, you can see how much our maintenance man was beating on it with his wrench. Very effective though. Very effective. Our aviary worked out great, even though I didn't even get a chance to hang anything in it yet. We have our snow machine up here, so when that's going off, it looks like feathers falling down. And we come to our junkyard. which we just basically have a lot of pop scares go on in there. Got our stick wall there. Come into the groundskeeper's cabin, which is pretty much the same. I do have a red fire and ice light in the inside the oven, so that looks kind of cool. And once again, we have our very old television set playing the greatest hits remix of Static nonstop. Our dollhouse, actually, all I was able to do with this for opening was get dolls up. I was not able to program them, get the eyes hooked up or anything, but the 2 new volunteers we had for this room killed it. They did amazing. Really, really impressed with how little this scene actually has, and this had to be one of the top scenes both nights. The girl was like working on a marionette man who was hanging from there, whose uncle is the doctor. They came up with this whole little skit all themselves, and it was amazing. Definitely the good quality stuff that we all hope to get people helping us who are, you know, as interested in it and have as much passion for it to come up with their own material. Cemetery and church here, we didn't really have much aside from lighting. We had a couple guys in here as grave diggers. It was kind of last minute. And then we come to our hospital, which we still have to frame out our sign on. When you come in here, I got some pictures hung up on the wall. And this is our little receptionist area. And our receptionist is really good as well. She actually has a sheet out here, and I have to make her a form. But one, she hands out our business cards for people to give to their friends. She also has everyone use Germ-X before entering the hospital, and she has them sign in, and that gives us their name. So she announces to the rest of the hospital the names of the people who are about to come in. So that is, I wish I could take credit for coming up with the idea, but I can't. So if you have something similar or a way that you can work that in, I highly suggest it because it is very effective. Very effective. So you can see here, if this will focus. There we go. We got our stretcher blocking the path. This is our exam room, which the roof blows up on, which actually works because it airs the place out. We didn't have that much here, obviously. This coming weekend will be different. Like I said, this is basically the way that we opened, which is why we offered it for half price, because there's a lot that could be improved on. There's I don't want to say a lot missing, but I mean, for $5, you know, with the actors, I think they really pulled together. I'd say our opening weekend was better than our best night last year. The surgery table here, another one of our actors. This room was his whole idea. Turned out, I would say, no less than 100 times better than any of us had anticipated. Really, really good. This room was awesome. The little pharmaceutical area back here didn't get too much done to it. Once again, that'll all be changed. Our door maze, we just put a sign up so everyone knows that it'll be up and running for this coming weekend. This is our casket room. And I didn't even get a chance to put the vibrating motors in these. So yet another thing for this weekend, but everyone was expecting people to pop out from the caskets. And none did. So anticipation though. Decontamination room was a good hit. The clowns, between the clowns and the doctors we have, I don't think we've ever had any better clowns or doctors. This room is also, I'm going to have to do some behind the scenes footage of the scenes in action with customers and only share it on the Evil Olive page here, because I really don't want customers to see it, which is why I do not advertise anything Evil Olive Wise on my haunt page, because I do not want, obviously, my customers to know what to expect or where it's going to be. This was our clown cell. So the guy in here, and this whole back area is black light. He needs you to let him out so he can show you how to get out. So you open this door up, and all these pads fluoresce under the black light. It's really awesome. And you can kind of tell where the door is, right there. But the latch is hidden. And there's actually a piece of string, and this is actually the same string they use to stitch up bodies in funeral homes. So it's super strong. Pull it, and once again that flips a little gate latch. And from there, that was it for this weekend. And this is our door maze. So next weekend they're going to enter over here. And they walk this path back up to the front. So we had a lot of positive reviews. We had a couple VIPs come through. Some people who we let in for free to get their opinion. We've got some big names coming through this year. We're actually Russ McCamey's supposed to be coming through. The Scurry Face review team is supposed to be coming through. So we're pretty excited about that. To get some professional opinions, not just people we know who may or may not be biased and not want to hurt our feelings. But I think we're in good shape. Timer on my camera. It showed we've been. This video was a little over 11 minutes long. So just to give you an idea, a quick walkthrough like we just did through the haunt was probably about 10 minutes without stopping. Every scene usually stops you for a little bit, at least 15 seconds. Some scenes stop you for about 30-45 seconds, just so you get an idea on how long it takes to go through. So I guess I could show you real quick. This is the carport that we just had plastic off. So this was our actor hangout area where we did makeup and took our breaks and all that. But I guess that's it for this one, guys. Just wanted to give you the update. I'll do another one later in the week after I get some more details done and get working on the door maze. But yeah, just wanted y'all to see it. So thanks again. I just hit 300 followers on YouTube. This is awesome. I'm glad you guys are commenting more, asking questions. I love getting questions in and requests for other videos and that. So keep that coming. And I hope everyone else who's got a haunt is doing well. This season's going to be good. Our weather here has been perfect. The weather temperature took a dive about Thursday, so we've been 70 degrees during the day and down to the upper 50s at night. That's the train we put in, by the way. Anyways, guys, until the next video, thanks for checking in.